Hill, the Volunteer and Outreach Coordinator here at the Cosumnes River Preserve. And today we're going behind log gates with our biological monitors to collect data for our wetland management plan. Follow along, let's get started! Let's start by talking a little bit about the wetlands and meet one of the biologists who helped to fulfill our mission. Here at the preserve, our mission is to provide habitat and resources for hundreds of species of birds, including the thousands of wintering birds who visit the Central Valley each year. The wetland areas at the preserve consist of 1,900 acres of habitat, including 900 acres of rice crops. The remaining 1,000 acres consist of wetland habitat that is managed by the Bureau of Land Management biologists. The preserve biologists have a very strict yearly schedule that they stick to in order to complete our mission. Today we are going to speak with one of those biologists. Mark Ackerman has spent over 25 years here developing a sustainable wetlands marsh for migrating waterfowl. Starting off as a volunteer, he played an integral part in the development of this marsh and then later got a job as a wildlife biologist.
Hi, my name is Mark Ackerman. I'm the wildlife biologist, one of the wildlife biologists out at the Cosumnes River Preserve. I've been here for 25 years learning about wetlands. They're very dynamic systems. Typically this time of year, December and January, we have our peak numbers. It is also the time that I start thinking about what I'm going to do in the springtime and how I'm going to manage the ponds, whether they're going to be seasonal summer dry, moist soil units, or semi-permanent. We try to provide habitat for all aspects and all phases of their lives.
Now, where do the biological monitors come in? Each year, we have an amazing group of volunteers who go behind lock gates and record the number of birds in each pond. The data is collected over a 6-month period and is used to determine what food should grow where, how full a pond should be flooded, when flooding should begin, along with various other components. The managed wetland area is split into 7 different routes for volunteers to collect data from. Volunteers are in charge of knowing a variety of different birds in order to provide an accurate count and record. They also are in charge of being able to count thousands of birds in the ponds as well as when they are in the sky. These surveys begin at the start of the flood up and will end during the flood down. Let's see how good you are at counting birds. In this video, you will see a series of different pictures. At each picture, you will be given 1 minute to count the birds. Once that minute is over, I will give you the correct amount that was in the picture. Now, before we get started, keep in mind that in the field, these birds would be flying away, and not only do you need to know the number of birds, you need to do your best to identify the species. But for our purposes, let's just count the number of birds. I hope you are ready. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. 30 more seconds. Great job! In this picture, there were roughly around 150 birds. Here's another. "30 seconds. This picture had roughly 500 birds. Last one, here we go. "30 more seconds. Make sure you're really counting those birds on the bottom. This picture had roughly 1,200 birds. Awesome job! How did you do? If you got all 3, give yourself a pat on the back or come volunteer with us. The waterfowl biological monitors are always looking for more help. Contact info@cosumnes.org and help make a difference at the Cosumnes River Preserve. Thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you out here soon.